Good morning. I wanted to chat today about tools that you can use in your health and fitness journey. Not really specific tools because I think it's very individual, but the existence of them, the novelties, the gadgets, things that can keep you interested and motivated or re-engage you in excitement for your journey. So this occurred to me yesterday because I was doing a workout, or I was about to do a workout, and it said required is an agility ladder. Now, we have a little bit of a tickle trunk here of stuff, some that we've acquired as potential prizes for challengers, and some that have been sent to us free as rewards for things. So we have this cool thing, and I had this agility ladder that I had never actually used before. And you lay it out, and then it provides like a target to hop into or out of, or to do push-ups between. And so it's a tool, right? Could I do the workout without that and just maybe put Post-its? I've got Post-its here. We've used these for markers before. Could I do something like that instead? Absolutely. But having that was actually super fun and super cool, right? And then I thought, well, it's actually not that different than the markers, the agility markers that I was using for my past program. Again, I could totally, well, Post-its you might slip on, but you could use pieces of tape on the floor. Excuse me, it's early morning here. You could use pieces of tape on the floor. You could use chalk. You could use any number of things, but having these is kind of a novelty. But then you don't always have to spend money on these things, because I remembered back to the first time that I used a tool to get me motivated in my health and fitness journey. And this was before I officially started and really had some success. But the first time I truly saw a little bit of success was I used an app, and I was on a website called CalorieKing.com. I don't even know if it still exists, but I don't love tracking calories specifically. So CalorieKing.com, this was a long time ago. This was probably 10 years ago. And they had a very big database of food, so it was helpful. And so I started tracking. And I think at that point I was also trying South Beach Diet or something. And so anyways, I ended up losing a fair amount of weight. Did I sustain it? No. But that was the first example of me using a tool to keep myself motivated, because all of a sudden I had something, right? And then the next time I found a tool, I can't even remember what it was called, on my phone, actually it was an iPod Touch. It wasn't even a phone. And I had an app on there that did the same thing. This was a few years later. And having that app changed everything, and I was on track, and I started to really have some success, and I was feeling really good. Then it dropped in the toilet, and I totally fell off track. So I guess I'm talking about two things here. I'm talking about the use of tools and tricks, and I'm talking about how to use them, because there are a number of things. I mean, you can get these cool things. This kept me really excited for the time I was doing the program. The agility ladder, super fun yesterday. Having an app that you can track your stuff with, we have one for the programs we're in, and some of my challengers really love it because it sort of gamifies the experience, right? It's sort of, you get check marks every time you log your workout or your shake, and so people really enjoy that. And the thing I really like about that particular app is I can go back and I can see my challengers, and I can see my own progress across the month and where I logged and where I didn't. So it's really cool. You know, the point is, though, these tools are awesome because I don't think there's anything wrong with jumping on some novelty to keep you motivated in your journey. You know, sometimes this isn't new, but sometimes new workout gear can get you excited about a workout. Sometimes signing up for a race can get you excited about a workout, a new pair of running shoes. Sometimes I use this as a tool. Does it actually get me motivated and increase my energy? Yes, it 100% does as a pre-workout drink. But some days I'm actually feeling okay, but having this is a tool I use to actually take that next step to pressing play, right? So tools are great if they can keep you engaged and keep you motivated. But what I want to warn you of is if something happens to your tool, don't make it the only thing that's keeping you motivated and engaged, right? Like for me, when that iPod Touch fell in the toilet and I didn't have a phone, I didn't have anything else I could download that app on, I had putting all of my faith and all of my energy into that app to keep me on track. And I mean, this was probably 8 years ago when I was really first getting started and everything. And it derailed me. I can't count calories anymore. I don't know what to do, right? And it was kind of ridiculous that I was putting all of my faith in the app instead of in myself and what I was learning. And so use the tools, but let's say you, like, okay, for example, right now, when I pulled these out, I can't find the blue one, right? So if you're doing a workout and you're short one marker, are you going to not do the workout because you're short one marker? No, don't make your tools the reason you, or the lack thereof, the reason you can't do your workout or you can't succeed in your journey. Find a new tool or figure it out for yourself how you can put a system in place that replaces that tool, right? Like if you were really dependent on an app and they shut down the app or they started charging $85 for it, or I don't know, right? If your app becomes no longer available to you, find another way to do it. Don't get so hung up on the tool that got you excited in the first place that you can't move past that if something happens to it, or if you no longer can use that particular tool, or if you get bored of a tool, right? Sometimes you get bored of a tool, or sometimes you need to go onto a new program that doesn't have that same marker or agility ladder or whatever, right? Or the race is over. You know, if you get bored of a specific tool or novelty that has got you engaged in the first place, find a new one, right? Find a new one, find a new way to re-engage that excitement in yourself and make it more about you as opposed to the tool. But don't be afraid of using those tools. If it's a trick that gets you excited and involved and engaged, awesome. And there's a ton of free stuff out there that you can do, right? Whatever it takes to get you to take that first step or get re-engaged in your journey, do it. Challenge groups for me are a tool to get myself re-engaged. When I run a challenge group, right now I am now working my Journey 365 VIP group, and it absolutely has me engaged, and that's not going anywhere. But when I run a free group or when I was running challenge groups, they would get me engaged in the process again, and I would be accountable to those people, and it's a fresh, shiny month, and I would keep going. So find your tool. If your tool stops working for you, find a new tool, but also find it in yourself. What is that tool? What is that tool speaking to? What is that tool doing for you? So just in case it goes away, you know it's not about the tool. It's about what it actually engaged inside you to keep you motivated and to keep you going. That's all I wanted to say. I'm also going to write a blog post about it because I think I could probably be a little bit clearer when it's not 6 a.m. and when I can actually write my words and think about it a little bit more. But it's something that I wanted to share with you because and also if you have a tool that you use that gets you really excited about your workouts, if you have an app that you use that keeps you really engaged, please share in the comments below because I would love to know. I'm a gadget girl. I love technology. I love apps. I love stuff. These, I have a whole pile of stuff here. I'm not actually sure why. These Fit Kicks that I got, which way do they go? Right? For a while, these were just part of my daily routine. Now, it was colder. It was fall and winter last year, so they were very, very useful, and I've brought them back in today because it's starting to get chilly in my office. So they are kind of like a tool, right? They are something that I'm using both to make my workout more comfortable, but they were novel, they were new, they were exciting, they were shiny. So, you know, they were something that got me a little bit more excited about my workout. So in those mornings, you need that extra push. What is that tool you're going to use? Awesome. Okay. It is Friday, right? Tell me it's Friday. Is it Friday? It's Friday. So have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon, guys. Bye.